Hi there, people, and welcome to Spray Love for another fragrance review. Today I'll be reviewing my newest acquisition. I got back like my Musc Imperial to the Sephora and bought something of exactly the same price, but that I felt I should own because it's the most popular fragrance, male fragrance, since its release 5 years ago. Here's Dior Sauvage. And I chose to get the Eau de Parfum. A lot of people on the internet will tell you take the Eau de Toilette, take the Eau de Toilette. Um, Take whatever you want. Uh, but the Eau de Parfum is, how could I say? I think it's a lot more sexy rather than really fresh. The Eau de Toilette I think is more maybe office appropriate. I don't work in an office, but maybe it could be more office appropriate. The Eau de Parfum is more like clubbing appropriate and everything. Better performing during the colder months also. And yeah, let's talk about it a bit. Sauvage, why is it the most popular perfume these times? Everyone know it. All the snobs hate it. I used to be a snub and hate it, and I still love the Ambroxan, so I got myself like Prada Luna Rossa Carbon, which I gifted to one of my roommates because he was studying to try it, and it was so good on him, and I just couldn't put it back on me. But I still crave that real Ambroxan niceness, freshness, and yeah, it's got something going on that's more than just fresh, if you know what I mean. And I was talking to a friend of mine recently, and she was like, we were talking about gendering fragrances and the marketing behind it, and she was like, well, you know what? A male fragrance that I would really like to wear is Sauvage, and she thought it was super sexy on men too, like it was so gorgeous, and I was like, you got me interested, and we went to the Dior shop, and I tried the Parfum version first, afterwards the Eau de Toilette, and afterwards the Eau de Parfum, and I stuck with the Eau de Parfum because it's so nice, and yeah, it's really more me, you know. Sometimes like you're more of the fresh youngster guy. Eau de Toilette is better. This one is like a bit more mature, maybe a bit more mysterious. In fact, it's supposed to be so because like the branding behind the three versions, the Eau de Toilette, it's written that it's crisp and raw. The Eau de Parfum is sensual and mysterious, and the Parfum is smoldering and fierce. But I really wouldn't recommend the Parfum because it's just too much. You know, there's too much pepper, there's too much. Because you know, they all have this little something different. Um, Most of them have the same, like Ambroxan, bergamot, some woods, you know, the classics. This one is really nice because it has a very, very nice vanilla touch that brings out the sexiness, you know, the sensual thing that they wanted to put in there. The Eau de Toilette is just pretty much the basic Sauvage DNA that the most basic DNA you could get. There's the very cool spray that I didn't test out, but I'm more a fan of the like more the thicker, less citrusy fragrances. But the citrusy and like the Eau de Toilette is pretty citrusy, so yeah, I didn't think it was a good idea to check out the cool spray. Maybe someday I will. Also, the bottle is amazing. Look at this design. It's so nice, so nice, and the cap is magnetic. It's almost too fun, you know. And the spray. I'm gonna spray once. Long spray. Uh, Nice, plentiful of fragrance. Uh, so fun to press. I'm gonna press it right now because I'm gonna wear it today. Oh yeah, and put on 3 sprays because what the hell. And some people put on like 5 sprays, and it's a killer. Like it's a beast. It projects a lot. It lasts a super long time. Um, it's kind of like you could wear it in a classy setting and in a super casual one too. It's kind of a you don't know what to wear. You wear that. You know, there's always it's always a good occasion to wear Sauvage. Signature scent worthy, yes, but you won't smell very unique. Sometimes with a signature scent, you want to be that person who wears this thing. Sauvage is more like it's not a signature set rather than the only set you got and something that you can pull off. But I don't think you'll get that much noticed for wearing that. But I do think that it's yeah you could get noticed because it's I think it's a compliment getter fragrance. It was like when it started out, like everyone was like crazy about it. Now people are kind of used to the smell, but if you're in an environment that no one really wears fragrances, um, people might like it a lot. It's peppery. It's got like this one is supposed to have like this Sichuan pepper, and I kind of get it. Like it's got a spiciness to it that I really like. It's got some real peppers, you know, the ambroxan, the bergamot, like the fruity opening. There's a fruity and slightly floral, like lavender opening that I really enjoy. And there's this kind of fruit that I don't get. It's kind of like grapes, like dried grapes or something. But it's really nice. Sugary a bit, but it's not a sugary like sweet fragrance. It's something that's like is bold and very strong. And yeah, like I said, I was talking to my female friend that was like, yeah, I'd wear Sauvage, you know. She's a woman, she'd like Sauvage, she'd like to spray it on her, you know, and this is good because it just fits everyone so well, and it's kind of a no-brainer when you like the scent, you know. You don't really need to check it out that much. I checked it out because I always do, and it's I don't think though it's a blind buy fragrance that much because some people really hate ambroxan. Some people like it just burns their nostrils. Check it out before it burns your nostrils. But in general, people love it. When you wear that, people really enjoy it, and they tell you. And this is a really nice like and really nice for the evening. And I like that this one like is branded as being like the sensual and mysterious one because I always wanted to be like that person, you know. So I wear that and I'm a bit more sensual and mysterious, and this is good. Everyone should have the right to be sensual and mysterious. All right, so without further ado, this is it for Sauvage for today. I guess I'm gonna wear that too. I've got so many of them that I just like so much, like Cloud. All right, I'm beginning to be less of a niche guy and more of a designer guy, I guess. But it's all right. Don't be a snob. Spread love and spray love.